Hey, it's December 9th. This is part 4 of my endeavor to organize these comics, the final attempt to do it. And this is my 4th installment in a series, second one I've done today. So I invite you to come along with me, President-elect Grottu Orloff, as I organize this. So this is cool. This is I always love the floating Justice League heads, and this is the summer of 1966 team up between the Justice League and the Justice Society. Every summer, the Justice League and the Justice Society, the heroes of two different worlds, would team up for some big crisis. So, and there's cool full-page panels in here. It's kind of like a modern comic book. Comic books of today have just got these giant panels, but anyway, it's not really my preference. To me, a giant full-page panel should be reserved for something amazing like Galactus appearing for the first time. But today, I think out of laziness, a lot of comic book publishers have full-page panels. And people think it's neat, but this was an important occasion. This is 1966's team up between the Justice League of America and the Justice Society of America. So let's get this into my light. Anyway, as always, I'm listening to my radio station. Since I last posted, I saw that some of my favorite channels, they're political channels, are starting to get heavily censored or taken down on YouTube. So they're really regulating what you say on here. So from now on, I'm only going to say positive things about the Democrat or the Democratic Party, because it appears we've been taken over, or at least we're in the middle of an attempted coup. But I won't say anything more about that because it's a good thing, because we're building back better. We're building back this comic book collection even better, even gooder, even more funner than it was before. Oh my gosh. We're doomed. Let's see. Life with Archie. Let's see what we got here. Hey, like, Wowsville girls, Cotton Flubber Note is coming to town. I altered this cover once for a band flyer, and just changed the name of the band, and it was an all-girl band, and it worked kind of cool. Back in the days of the 1990s, you remember these Hawaiian Punch ads? They're probably too violent for today's woke culture. This kid was in this mother released this video, went viral. She took her kid to see a Santa Claus, and so the kid's telling Santa Claus he wants a Nerf gun. And Santa Claus says, "Oh no, no guns, absolutely not." And the mom says it's a Nerf gun. And he says, "Nope, not even a Nerf gun. You're gonna have a fire truck or this or dolly or whatever." And the kid starts crying, and so the mother comes and tries to comfort the kid, and then of course releases the video because this woke, peacenik, liberal Santa Claus won't tolerate guns. So anyway, they got some guy, probably a biker, but some guy that really, really looks like an authentic Santa Claus came into the home of this kid and brought him all these Nerf guns. And I think I may be exaggerating the story. I thought maybe he had a holster like with it. I may have imagined that part, but anyway, so the kid wound up not having his Christmas ruined by that Biden-loving Kamala Harris loving Santa Claus. Yes, indeed. But I won't get political on here. Life with Archie. Yes. How about this? Archie, I'm frightened. You have reason to be. Look at that devil demon. The bottom, it says the Avenger. Notice the logo looks a lot like the 60s Avengers logo, I think. Yes, indeed.
I'm your host, Dr. Grottu Orloff, playing some of the greatest music ever recorded. It's 2 o'clock in the morning here on Radio Grottu.
As I told you in the last video, make sure you seek out Little Archie. It's a great comic. This one doesn't have a backing board in it, so I'm going to rectify that. Yes. Yes, yes.
Good midnight to you. You are here at the invitation of the young American mystic cult of horrors.
Shit.
And you shall enjoy being
Okay, so.
to the point of sheer panic as you are transported into the dark sepulchres of this mysterious night. And you may feel yourself changing from the gentle person you are to a monster with dark green.
Okay, so where does this Justice League go? Let's see, we're at the J's. Inferior 5. Okay, so what? That's Strange Tales.
You may become a vampire with a deep urge within you.
Look at this nightclub that Archie is in. Oh, the flame in the background. It even... Oh, wow. Look at this bike. How's that? For a psychedelic looking bike.
Will remain as themselves, in a way, in a strange...
An ad for their album. Sugar Sugar was the #1 song in the nation, maybe the world, in 1969.
urge to run far into the darkness, to the nearest cemetery, to be
I like that ad. Look at that, it's cool.
who walk in the night. Some may imagine they feel long, bony
Okay.
fingers clutching at their
Yeah.
throats. If this should happen to
Archie Comics was at the top of the world back then when they had that cartoon series on TV and it was actually starting to sell records. I imagine they started to sell a lot of comics.
as a cross, usually protection. If not, you will have
Starting to get a system down here.
of your life. The last time.
Finally,
Story
I have a little bit more room to do this.
and as it moves
Okay, so Justice League's here. This is Justice League. That was Justice League 47 I showed you. And so this is,
clammy breath
damn,
on your body.
the purple. Yeah, 48.
You may feel
This is 48,
things without shape.
but it doesn't have a backing board. Look at those cool models.
Somehow that they are very close to you. You may feel something crawling all over your
Anyway, this is my private radio station. I think I just told you that. I don't know. Starting to lose my mind.
and some of you
Yeah, this is an 80-page giant.
tingling.
Reprints of cool old stuff.
Don't be alarmed. These are the friendly ones.
Wow.
The only friendly
Smell of old comics.
you'll feel during this
Um,
terror.
And this is what is called the Go-Go checks. They had them on comics for a little while.
Horrible things in store for you. And after you
Yeah,
experience
I remember when Lone Star Comics, which you now know as mycomicshop.com online. They had a store on East Abram in Arlington. It's back in the 80s. And every 3-4 months, 6 months, I don't know, they'd have a sale, and they had a warehouse, a literal warehouse in the parking lot behind the store. And you go in there, and it was all, as far as you can see, boxes of comics, and they weren't bagged, and they were all, and they, the smell of the old comics was just overwhelming. I remember those days. Okay. This is Justice League of America 50. Brand new 67 Ford Mustang Aurora model motoring slot car. I need to put a board in this. So that's what I'm up to. God damn it. Oh my gosh. It takes a while, but the final result will be worth it. There hasn't been a lot of comic book content lately on YouTube. At least not among. There's been a few videos put up here and there. But I'm not improving the situation with the word content. I can't believe I just used that word content. Shows. There haven't been a lot of shows put up lately. Number 51. Now I'm afraid to talk about anything with YouTube's new scary terms. You know, it's a beautiful day here in Grottuville. Why, the sky is blue, not a cloud in the sky. Got the sun in my eye, and I won't be surprised if it's a dream. Looking forward to the new socialist utopia. And the CCP, you know, they're not bad folks. You know, folks, the word folks. Obama liked to use that word. So does his little pal, Joe Biden. Makes you feel good about yourself when you're called folks, right? Yeah. Same word Hitler used. So in German it's Volk. You know that Adolf Hitler designed the VW bug? And all these liberals like to drive around in them. Yes, he did. Yeah, in fact, it was called the Volkswagen. It was the people's car. It was a car that everyone could afford in their socialist utopia. Remember, the Nazis were socialist. Always remember that. The Marchies. The Archie and Veronica are basically meeting the Munsters, although they can't call them that. Ooh, a beautiful version of the cardboard spaceship ad. Definitely needs a board. Needs a board. You know, you build back a better board. Yes. I'm gonna open this comic too because I want to show you. I assume that storyline is in the comic too. I can't remember. Oh boy. Oh, almost just vomited. Yeah, they're called the Creeps. Instead of the Munsters, they're the Creeps. How about that? I assume. No, I don't think you're going to see that couple that's on the cover. That was just a ploy. Ploy to get you to plop down 12 pennies plus tax. Yes, indeed. Okay. Oh, look at this. That's kind of a racy cover with Archie as James Bond, the man from Riverdale. How about that? And so he was man from Riverdale for a while, and then he became a superhero. So this one needs a board too.
Here is a vampire picture you can really get your teeth into. The Return of Count Yorga, a vampire.
Count Yorga.
Seek a mate from the living.
What was it, Robert Quarry?
Some of the more unusual truths that exist in this world.
See The Return of Count Yorga in color, rated GP.
Yeah. You got when the rating system first came in, about what, 69, 70? Originally it was G, GP, R, and X. And X was got given to movies like Midnight Cowboy. And later, the dirty movie industry kind of took over the rating, and then the regular movie studios didn't use it anymore. But yeah, it was GP instead of PG, and it just meant guidance of parents requested. And then they changed it to PG. Then PG-13 came in the 80s after. I think it was Poltergeist and Gremlins were the two movies that pushed, because they pushed, there was enough clamor that it pushed the movie industry into creating that extra rating, because people felt those movies were just, they went a little too far for a PG. I guess scared some sensitive children. That's got to be out of order. Okay, well, let's see. This is 45, 50. Oh, yeah, that's out of order. I have two copies of this issue 45 from January 66. Yeah, see, January 66. You know, you gotta realize cover dates. If it says January 66, that's basically when you're supposed to take it off the stands. So this really would have been on the stands in like November of 65. So they're trying to cash in basically on Thunderball, right? Well, and gotta stop putting dates. But then, of course, January 66 on television was when Batman started. So, you know, before too long, now Archie and his gang are superheroes, because spies weren't out, but they wanted to now they want to cash in on the camp superhero craze. So that's what that's about. This is a terrible record, but I love this cheesy shit. It's a disco Star Wars record playing on Grottu Radio. Okay, so that, damn, this shirt, 50. Okay, I'm gonna stop putting boards in these because it's gonna take forever. Let me start filing. This Justice League needs to be put in. This is a great cover. Okay, so that's 55. I gotta put 47 in there. 51. Here, I'll bring you along with me if I can. Okay, so 51. This is 50. And I'm trying to put 47 in. 40. Does it say 48? Yeah. So 47 should be right before this one. 47.
Do you believe in miracles?
Okay, and this is 43, I think. Okay, so that's in the right place. Alright, great. Groovy. Okay. That's what I'm doing. Just wondering. Okay, so that goes back. That goes there. This goes here. This goes. God damn it. This goes there. That goes there. This goes here. Excellent. Just what I needed. Okay, some more Justice Leagues I need to file. A floating head, spooky ghost crisis. This is number 83. Number 83, Justice League of America. Notice how they leave of America off of the movies and the cartoons and everything nowadays. And then in that Superman movie that was by the X-Men director, you know, Perry White says Superman stood for truth, justice, and all that other stuff. I don't want to say it in the American way. You gotta pay attention to these things and see how Hollywood is, what Hollywood's doing. You don't want to mention America? We gotta sell this movie in China too. Let's see. Chinese people are great. It's the Chinese Communist Party. Horrible. There's a guy that wants to take over China. He's this really cool, tough-looking. Looks like he's out of a kung fu movie. He's a soccer player, famous soccer player, and he wants to. Considers himself the rightful ruler of China, and he wants to reclaim. Okay, forget his name. Here's the Justice League of America '97, but I'm gonna put a backing board in it. Yes. The Day the Earth Screams. I remember reading that. This is going to be a kind of a spiffy little collection when I'm done. I'm kind of shocked at how underwhelming the collection is in some senses. You know, in some ways it's like I'm not seems like I should have more of certain things, but I was always not just collecting comics. I was collecting records and movie posters and all kinds of weird toys, and so I didn't always devote my full attention with my disposable income and not disposable income to comics. So 99. Again, those floating heads on the side. I just love it. Yes. Okay, then we move to the little monsters. Okay, so I'll bring you back over. Okay, so I got these comics. I gotta get them in here. So 83. Okay, that's 61. Katie Keene. 75. Oh, this is going to be easy then. 83. 91. 97. 99. JK. Land of the Giants. Laugh. These needs to have a board. Little. Okay. LI. Let's get past life. Past life with Archie. Okay. Little Archie. Little Audrey. Little Dot. Little Dot. Look at that John F. Kennedy cover. Isn't that cool? Little Lulu. Ah, yes. I have 2 copies of this, but that's okay because this is definitely, whichever one's better, is going on a wall on some future world, alternate universe, where I have a comic book wall. Yep, indeed. Okay, so Magnus Robot Fighter. Okay. Now these I've got to file. Let's see what I've got. Okay, really super old Lone Ranger. 50s Lone Ranger, Mystery in Space. Okay. Flip back. Okay, so both Lone Rangers go before Magnus Robot Fighter. But Mystery in Space is MY as opposed to MA. So, Marvel Collector's Items Classics, Marvel Greatest Comics, Marvel Superheroes. Okay. So, I'll move these over there. Oh, boy. Oh. No, shit! That almost was a disaster. Standing is dangerous business. Okay. Metal Man. These all need to be sealed. Metamorpho. Okay. Metamorpho. KUPWXYZ. Okay, Mystery in Space. Ooh, that's a great cover. Get that out. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to get what I'm filming because I'm holding the camera where I can't even see what the image is. So, this is a beautiful Mystery in Space cover. Again, wall worthy. And then 108, 110. Then, okay. start. This is the Ultra Q theme, which seemed like it was just yesterday I suggested to Joe Riley, a friend of mine, who was creating a public access show in Dallas based on he said he wanted to do a TV show version of the magazine that I put out called The Sophisticate. So he called it the Hypnotic Eye and made a cool puppet with an eye as its head, and I helped him with the first few episodes that I suggested using the theme to this show Ultra Q, which was like a Japanese Outer Limits, but it later morphed into the show Ultraman. The same monsters later that were in Ultra Q later fought Ultraman. So this now I hear the Ultra Q theme, it makes me think of the Hypnotic Eye. And the Hypnotic Eye is like all over. If you have the Roku, if you have a Roku, there's a whole bunch of Roku channels that just exclusively show the Hypnotic Eye. You just have to search on Roku and type in Hypnotic Eye and you'll find them. And you'll hear my voice on there playing the voice of a Donny Osmond character, and I think I do some other voices. You even see some of this stuff because he filmed in this house in that show. Yeah, this is a comic book that is from my childhood. This is my childhood copy. Millie the Lovable Monster, but it's actually it's Bill Wagon, the same guy that did Katie Keene, but this was this is actually a reprint of a comic from about 10 years before. Okay, Metamorpho Metalman. Metalman was a great comic. Just gotta seal it up. Metalman's never really made the transition to other media. This will probably be my last segment of the day, and then tomorrow I'll come back for another segment or two as I continue to work through some of these boxes. See, I'm at the middle of the alphabet here with the Silver Age, but then I've got to do the Bronze Age. That's gonna and up, and there's a lot more of those comics than there are these. That's gonna take a long time. Then I'm gonna start organizing the records.
Radio, Grottu, 106.9 FM, 106.9 FM. It's 106.9 FM. Fuck.
You're in the sun with us, and that's marvelous. On Fire Radio,
More Metal Men. This is a great girl band out of Fort Worth called the Candy Canes. Candy and Cane spelled with a K. You can get this song on YouTube. The flip side's actually even better. It's a song called Hard to Tell. Attack of the Sizzler. Yeah, Middlemen. It's one of those comics that's affordable. You can buy these at an affordable price, most of them. Another purple cover. I could have sworn that the comic book price guide used to mention when there were purple covers, because it was such a sought-after thing to collectors at one point. Could be wrong. I've slept since then. Don't you hate when people say that? The new thing that started about 8, 9, I don't know, a few years back, everyone's saying, moving forward, I will do a better job of organizing my comic books. I hate that. And it turns out it's a communist slogan. Forward. You know, the progressives, that's why they always say moving forward. And then, just idiotic. I've slept since then, so moving forward, I will not sleep. I'll build back better. Build it back better, and more funner. Turn it down. I don't want to get a copyright strike of some sort or something. Motherfucker. Someday I'll be monetized and I'll be making all kinds of money. I'll be rich. Oh boy. I now have 115 followers, subscribers, whatever you call them. Followers. Like I'm Jesus. 115 disciples. Oh my gosh, it's so boring. Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay, Melvin the Monster. The Middlemen go in, followed by Metamorpho, another comic that is probably pretty damn affordable. Some characters like the Atom and Metamorpho and Middlemen never have taken off, and you know, you can get them kind of cheap. Metamorpho is a cool character though. Okay, Metamorpho, the elephant, the element man. Okay. Mystery in Space. Okay. Sure. So I had to get all those. It was kind of like this mess over here where the bags aren't sealed, and that makes it really hard to just go through. So there's some Monsters comics. They're really cool. I don't have many of them. So okay, so after the Monsters and before, I guess, yeah, this is, I put it here, New Terry Tunes. And then we got no, that would be wrong. Because we've got Mysteries of Unexplored Worlds. Okay, I versus Y. Okay, so this, for Nightmare, this is where I'll put my Mystery and Space comics. And I know I've got more Mystery and Space comics somewhere. But, okay. So, Mystery. Nightmare. Okay, this is where new Terry Tunes will go. Because I'm not filing it under T because new is part of the title, see? So now we got movie classics. So that's gonna M-O is after M-E. Before Monsters. Metal Men. Okay, so movie classics around the world under the sea. Excuse me while I put the camera face down. Okay, then we've got Our Army at War and the Outer Limits. There's Dot Brandeck, one of my favorite comics of all time. Our Fighting Forces. We want Our Army at War. That would be before that, so that goes here. And then Outer Limits. Here's Outer Space, but L is before S, so therefore Outer Limits goes here. Oh, there's more. Outer Limits and Panic. Outer Limits and Panic. And okay. Outer Limits goes in. So where would Panic be? Patsy Walker, Outer Space. Okay, Panic goes before Patsy Walker. Whew. Man, 42 minutes. Okay. I gotta try to clean up this mess here. If only the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. TV show was as cool as this comic, but it never was, and I never got past maybe 2 episodes into that thing. But you know, what was good was the Daredevil show on Netflix. Now I hear that this morning I'm hearing from a lot of different sources that the actor, I believe his name is Charlie Cox, British guy, is going to be playing Daredevil in the next Spider-Man movie. And actually, then there's going to be 2 other Spider-Mans helping him out. And it's weird, 2 of the Spider-Men are British. Andrew Garfield and what's the latest guy? I can never remember. Tom Holland or something. Nice cover here. These comics, I think, have been in my lights for years, but they didn't have boards, so I opened them up a while back and put boards in them, but I didn't have tape at the time, so I didn't seal them. So now I'm going through this S box, not X box, S, the letter S, and sealing them up. It's 153 and 154. I have a pretty good collection of Strange Tales. They used to be really affordable. I think they might still be, most of them. That and yeah, Strange Tales and Tales to Astonish used to be pretty affordable compared to some other titles. This is a good cover. Samuel L. Jackson there fighting Captain America. Call me Scarface. My name is Kapow. 160. Brilliant. Genius. Al Capone. Do I have 2 copies of that? I sure do. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. You got 2 copies of Strange Tales number 160. My gosh. Oh, Lord doggies. Shit. Motherfucker. When I was in junior high school, some people refer to them as hicks, would come up and push you and go, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, pussy. Yes, indeed. Memories pressed between the pages of my mind. Fuck you. Oh, those were the days, my friend. We thought they'd never end. We thought they'd last forever and a day, and they sure seem to. God damn it. What a miserable experience. Junior high school in Texas. These were not cool back in the late 70s. Indeed. Yes, indeed. Well, Submariner's another comic that you can get rather affordably. But he's supposed to be, the rumor is he's going to be in the next Black Panther movie. So. Then maybe the speculators will go crazy. Yes, indeed. Or a show in your own backyard, wherever you go. Budweiser beer is for folks who know where there's life. There's Budweiser.
Can the world heavyweight boxing champion match his fists against the lethal masters of the martial arts?
The answer is no.
Bamboo gods and iron men. From Harlem to Hong Kong and across the China Sea, they fear the name, the fame, and the fury
of Grottu Orloff.
The champ. He matched a left hook and a right cross against the skill.
Goddamn right, pussy.
And hit them right where they live.
In their balls.
Bamboo gods and iron men. With a naked fist is deadlier than a bullet.
Damn straight.
He carved a path of vengeance and violence across the land of bamboo gods and iron men. American International, rated R, under 17, not admitted without parent.
Indeed.
Music of your life, 106.9 FM, brought to you radio.
I'm having fun listening to it. Oh, this is the other side of that 45. This is hard to tell by the candy canes. I looked for this record for 15 years. Then YouTube came along and it's everywhere. Ooh, love that cover. We just had a pizza that has, the fuck is it made out of? I can't remember, like some kind of weird broccoli or something. I don't remember. The crust is made out of some vegetable. It was really good. Ooh, look at those underwater ships. Yeah, Submariner was one of the 5 Marvel heroes that had his own cartoon in 1966 for the Marvel Superhero Series. It's the only one that I think you can actually get on YouTube. Most of if you get any of the Marvel superheroes like Thor or Captain America, they like have extreme close-ups where everything's cut off the side because they're trying to get around the copyright bots that will seek out. So they're unwatchable. Hopefully those will be released at some point. The Marvel Superheroes cartoons, they're brilliant, just great. And you can get them. You can get bootleg versions from people on eBay. They're always there. They were released in England, I think, like DVD sets of all of them. They have a different region. Oh, and then of course, damn, what a great cover. God damn, that's a great cover. It's an origin issue, so